Merhaba friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going on a culinary adventure to Turkey, a land brimming with mouth-watering desserts. Imagine yourself strolling through Istanbul, the aroma of spices and sweets filling your senses. Turkish desserts are renowned for their unique flavors and intricate textures. From the delicate layers of baklava to the creamy goodness of sütlaç, each bite is a symphony of sweetness. Get ready to tantalize your taste buds and discover the magic of Turkish sweets. First up, we have the undisputed king of Turkish desserts, baklava. Now, baklava is not just a dessert, it's an institution in Turkey. This iconic treat features layers upon layers of delicate paper-thin phyllo dough, each meticulously brushed with butter and layered to airy perfection. But the real magic happens in between those crispy layers. Imagine a filling of finely chopped nuts like pistachios, walnuts or hazelnuts, lending their rich earthy flavors to the mix. These nuts are toasted to perfection, releasing their aromatic oils and creating a symphony of flavors that will tantalize your taste buds. Once baked, this golden masterpiece is generously drenched in a sweet syrup or sherbet, traditionally flavored with fragrant rosewater, lemon or honey. The syrup seeps into every nook and cranny, creating a delightful contrast between the crispy layers and the sweet, sticky filling. Each bite of baklava is an explosion of textures and flavors. The satisfying crunch of the phyllo dough, the nutty richness of the filling, and the sweet, aromatic syrup all come together in perfect harmony. It's no wonder baklava holds a special place in the hearts and stomachs of Turks and dessert lovers worldwide. Next, we have a dessert that's as visually stunning as it is delicious, kunefe. This cheesy delight hails from the Levant region and is a Turkish favorite. A bed of shredded phyllo dough or kadayif, cooked to golden brown. The crispy base contrasts with the star, the cheese, featuring unsalted dill cheese, known for its high melting point, layered generously, creating a molten, gooey center, baked and doused in fragrant sugar syrup or honey, finished with crushed pistachios for a delightful crunch. Turkish delight, or as we say in Turkish, Locom. This isn't just a dessert, it's a taste of history, a journey back to the Ottoman palaces where it first gained its fame. Imagine little squares of pure delight, bursting with flavor and aroma. Now, the beauty of Locom is in its simplicity. It's basically sugar and starch, cooked slowly, very slowly, to achieve that melt-in-your-mouth, jelly-like texture. But don't let the simplicity fool you, my friends. The real magic comes from the flavorings. Rosewater is a classic, adding a delicate floral aroma that transports you to a rose garden in full bloom. Then there's lemon, offering a burst of citrusy freshness that awakens your taste buds. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can find Locom flavored with everything from mint to orange blossom. But wait, there's more. To add another layer of texture and flavor, Locom is often filled with chopped nuts, pistachios, hazelnuts, walnuts, you name it. And sometimes you'll even find it adorned with dried fruits like apricots or cranberries. It's a symphony of flavors and textures, my friends, and each bite is a pure delight. All right, folks, let's talk about Turkish ice cream, or as we call it, dondurma. This isn't your average ice cream, it's a whole different experience. What makes dondurma special? Two magical ingredients, salep and mastic. Salep gives it elasticity, and mastic adds a piney aroma and chewy texture. Imagine a hot day, a vendor playing with the stretchy ice cream before handing it to you. The classic flavor is kaymak, rich and decadent, or try pistachio, vibrant and nutty. As the weather gets cooler and the leaves turn golden, there's one dessert that always brings a smile to my face. Tabak tatlisi, or Turkish pumpkin dessert. This is autumn on a plate, a warm hug on a crisp evening. Tabak tatlisi is all about simplicity and comfort. We roast pumpkin until it's tender and caramelized, then mash it with milk, sugar and a touch of spice. Pour into a baking dish and bake until it sets into a golden brown custard. Sprinkle with crushed walnuts or pistachios for a delightful crunch. Serve chilled, allowing all the flavors to meld together. Each spoonful is a symphony of textures and tastes, a perfect way to celebrate the bounty of autumn. Rice pudding. A dessert found in many cultures, but none quite like the Turkish version, fırında sütlaç. You see, it's not just about boiling rice in milk and sugar. It's about the meticulous process, the slow simmering that allows the rice to absorb all the flavors, becoming plump and tender. And then there's the baking. We bake our sutlak in the oven, which gives it this beautiful, slightly browned top layer. This layer, my friends, is the hallmark of a good Firinda sutlak. It adds a subtle caramelized note to the creamy, comforting base. The aroma itself is enough to make your mouth water. And of course, no Turkish rice pudding is complete without a touch of cinnamon. Some people like to add a sprinkle on top, while others prefer to infuse the milk with a cinnamon stick during the cooking process. Either way, that warm, fragrant spice adds another layer of complexity to this already delicious dessert. Served chilled, Firinda sutlak is the perfect ending to any meal. It's light, yet satisfying, simple, yet bursting with flavor. Trust me, once you've had a taste of Turkish rice pudding, you'll understand why it holds such a special place in our hearts. Now let's talk about tulumba. Imagine this: crispy golden brown fingers of dough, deep fried to perfection, and then drenched in a sweet aromatic syrup. That, my friends, is the essence of tulumba. It's a dessert that's meant to be enjoyed with all your senses. The texture is key here. We want that satisfying crunch when you bite into a piece of tulumba, followed by the soft syrupy inside. It's all about finding the perfect balance. And the syrup? Well, that's where things get really interesting. Traditionally, we use a simple sugar syrup flavored with lemon juice, but some people like to get creative. You can add a touch of rosewater for a floral aroma, or even infuse the syrup with spices like cloves or cinnamon. The possibilities are endless. And finally, no tulumba experience is complete without a generous sprinkle of chopped nuts. Pistachios are a classic choice, adding a beautiful pop of color and a delicate crunch. But you can also use walnuts, almonds, or even hazelnuts. All right, folks, let's dive into the wonderful world of helva. This, my friends, is a dessert that's near and dear to our hearts. It's simple, it's comforting, and it's incredibly versatile. Now, when I say simple, I don't mean boring. Helva is a testament to the fact that sometimes the most basic ingredients can create the most extraordinary flavors. We're talking about a tahini base, cooked slowly with sugar and butter until it transforms into this smooth, melt-in-your-mouth texture. The aroma alone is enough to make your head spin. It's nutty, it's buttery, it's sweet, and it's utterly irresistible. But the beauty of helva lies in its simplicity. You can enjoy it plain, savoring the pure, unadulterated flavors of tahini and sugar. Or you can dress it up with your favorite toppings. Some people like to add a drizzle of honey or sprinkle on some chopped nuts for extra texture. Others prefer to enjoy it with a cup of strong Turkish coffee, the bitterness of the coffee complementing the sweetness of the helva perfectly. Merhaba arkadaşlar, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're diving into asha, also known as Noah's pudding. This dessert is like a warm hug on a cold day. Legend has it that asha originated from Noah's Ark. Noah gathered whatever ingredients he could find. Now let's talk about the asha itself. Picture a symphony of textures and flavors. It's a dessert that brings people together. Merhaba again, my friends. Are you ready for another delicious journey into the world of Turkish desserts? Today we're taking a bite out of lokma, those irresistible little balls of golden goodness that are crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, and drenched in sweet, fragrant syrup. Imagine this: you're strolling through a bustling Turkish market, the air thick with the aroma of spices and sizzling delights. Suddenly, a whiff of warm, sugary goodness hits your nostrils. You follow your nose, and there it is, a vendor expertly frying up batches of lokma, their golden surfaces glistening under the warm glow of the sun. The irresistible aroma is enough to make your mouth water, but trust me, the first bite is pure heaven. The crispy exterior gives way to a soft, airy interior, and then the syrup hits your taste buds, a perfect balance of sweetness with a hint of lemon or cinnamon. It's a flavor explosion that will leave you craving for more. Lokma is often served during special occasions, celebrations, and even funerals, symbolizing abundance and generosity. It's a dessert meant to be shared, a symbol of hospitality and togetherness. So the next time you're feeling adventurous, give lokma a try. Those little bites of happiness will surely brighten your day. Merhaba arkadaşlar. Today, we're stepping into the realm of elegance and richness with a dessert fit for royalty Turkish almond pudding, or as we call it, keskul. This is not your average pudding, my friends. This is a luxurious, velvety, smooth treat that will transport your senses straight to the opulent palaces of the Ottoman Empire. Imagine a dessert so rich, so decadent that it was once reserved only for the Sultan and his court. Keskul, with its delicate almond flavor, its creamy texture, and the subtle hint of spices, was considered a true delicacy, a symbol of refinement and luxury. The secret to its exquisite taste lies in the quality of ingredients. We're talking about finely ground almonds, blended with milk or cream, sweetened to perfection, and infused with delicate spices like cinnamon and cardamom. The result is a pudding so smooth, so luxurious, that it melts in your mouth with every spoonful. Traditionally, keskul is served chilled, often garnished with slivered almonds and a dusting of cinnamon. It's the perfect ending to a lavish meal or a special occasion, but let's be honest, any day is a good day for a taste of royalty, right? All right, folks, buckle up because we're about to explore a dessert that's as unique as it is delicious. Tavak Gosu, which literally translates to chicken breast, might sound a bit strange at first, but trust me on this one. It's an ancient Turkish delight that's been enjoyed for centuries. Now, I know what you're thinking. Chicken in a dessert, but don't let that scare you away. The chicken is finely shredded and cooked for so long that it practically melts into the creamy, custard-like base. You won't find any chunks of chicken here, just a subtle richness and a silky, smooth texture that will blow your mind. The sweetness comes from sugar, and the whole thing is delicately flavored with spices like cinnamon, often getting a final sprinkle on top before serving. It's traditionally served chilled, making it the perfect refreshing treat after a hearty Turkish meal. Don't knock it till you try it, my friends. Okay, dessert enthusiasts, let's talk about Kazandibi. This Turkish delight translates to bottom of the pan. And let me tell you, that name is spot on. But don't let the simplicity of the name fool you, because this dessert is pure genius. Kazandibi starts with a base similar to our friend Tavak Gosu, a rich, creamy milk pudding. But here's where the magic happens. The mixture is cooked slowly in a pan until the bottom layer caramelizes into a beautiful golden brown crust. This burnt sugar layer adds a delightful crunch and a hint of caramel flavor that takes the whole dessert to another level. Imagine scooping into a bowl of velvety, smooth, milky custard, and then hitting that thin layer of crispy, caramelized sugar. It's that perfect combination of textures and flavors that keeps you coming back for more. Kazandibi is often dusted with cinnamon for an extra layer of warmth and served chilled, making it the perfect way to end a meal on a sweet and satisfying note. All right, folks, if you've ever had cotton candy and thought this is good, but could it be better, then, my friends, have I got a treat for you. Introducing Pisman, the Turkish cousin of cotton candy that puts all other fluffy desserts to shame. Imagine this, delicate, almost ethereal strands of spun sugar, so fine they practically melt in your mouth. But it's not just about the texture, oh no. Pisman is all about that perfect balance of sweetness. We're talking buttery goodness interwoven with those sugary threads, and often a drizzle of honey or syrup to really bring it home. Trust me, one bite of this and you'll understand why it's often gifted at celebrations. It's pure joy in dessert form. And the best part? Unlike cotton candy, which disappears with the wind, Pisman has some staying power. It's surprisingly filling, making it the perfect sweet treat to share with friends and family, or, just devour yourself in one glorious sitting. And last but certainly not least on our Turkish delight journey, we have zerd. This isn't your average rice pudding, folks. This is rice pudding dressed in its finest attire, ready to impress even the most discerning palate. Imagine this, creamy, perfectly cooked rice, infused with the warm, exotic aroma of saffron. But it's not just the saffron that makes zerd so special. It's the attention to detail, the way each ingredient shines through. You've got the subtle sweetness from the sugar, a hint of spice from the cinnamon or cardamom, and often a scattering of jewel-toned dried fruits for a burst of flavor and texture. It's the kind of dessert that feels both comforting and luxurious at the same time. You can enjoy it warm or chilled as a midday snack or a grand finale to a delicious meal. Trust me, once you've had a taste of zerde, you'll be dreaming of it for weeks to come. Well, folks, there you have it. 15 Turkish desserts that are sure to tantalize your taste buds and leave you craving more. From the crispy layers of baklava to the delicate strands of pisman, each dessert offers a unique and unforgettable flavor experience. So, next time you find yourself in Turkey, do yourself a favor and indulge in these sweet treats. Your taste buds will thank you for it. And hey, if you've already tried some of these desserts, let me know your favorites in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more delicious adventures and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy eating.